Jeremiah chapter 33, verses 15 and 16. In those days and at that time I will cause a righteous branch to spring up for David, and he shall execute justice and righteousness in the land. In those days Judah will be saved, and Jerusalem will dwell securely. And this is the name by which it will be called: the Lord is our righteousness. We seem to live in a time when injustices prevail. It's a time when our world and in our governments, they just switch things around. In many cases, wrong has become right and right has become wrong. Many of us feel hopeless in this regard because we see the trends of humanism in our world, where the ways and moral standards of God are thrown out the window and replaced by flawed human wisdom. Today, we have taken this principle of love and determined that anything goes as long as no one is hurt. In other words, if we love people, we should just let them do whatever feels right to them, as long as it does not violate other people. However, this is a very slippery slope. Moreover, we forget about the damage that ungodly personal choices will have on the individual who makes them. Is it loving to allow people to go down the path of unrighteousness without trying to stop them? Yet often it is the messenger that is punished and not the transgressor. Fear not, my friends. God is not sleeping in this regard. He sees all, and there is a day of reckoning that is coming. This was the issue for the nation of Israel. Their apostasy and idolatry had brought about a day of reckoning. However, judgment alone was not the ultimate answer. Bringing judgment on the unrighteous who would not listen does not fix the problem alone. There's a need for a complete systemic transformation of the way things are being done. All along, the Lord had a plan to transform the way the world would operate. We can see it in these verses. The Lord God made a covenant promise to David. And that promise we can see in 2 Samuel. I'm going to read a portion of it. It says, "When your days are fulfilled and you lie down with your fathers, I will raise up your offspring after you, who shall come from your body, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever." This promise of a king was made to David, and it was for a king and an eternal kingdom that would be fulfilled by the righteous branch, that is Jesus Christ, our King. That he would establish a kingdom that would be ruled with righteousness and perfect justice in accordance with the eternal moral precepts that flow forth from our holy God. Just remember this: when we get discouraged, that there is a day of reckoning to come, and a time when right will be right again and wrong will be absolutely wrong again. We who believe in Jesus will experience life in this righteous and just kingdom, with Jesus as King and Lord of all.